What's up, everybody? It's been a minute, but we back. We out here, ready for a little competitive Clash Royale for this early season warm-up. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's the finals, day one. Here at the CRL warm-up 2024. Let's take a look at how this thing went down the whole way through the format for this event. There was a qualifier. I was meant to host one, but unfortunately I came ill with the flu. But you know what? People qualified anyway. They didn't need me to qualify. They qualified all on their own. We moved on to the group phase, which I also would have cast, but I was out of town for both weekends. I know. You know what? I'm a busy guy, folks. I got things to do, people to see. But you know I wasn't missing the finals, and that's where we are right now. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, 16 players, double elimination, 15 grand on the line. And someone's walking away with a real nice chunk of that 15 grand. Let's take a look at the prize pool here, folks. First place, 75 hundo, $7,500. Do you have any idea how many burritos you could buy with $7,500? Somebody do the math. And boom, 3,500 for second place, 1,500 for third. And of course, if you make the top 8, you're guaranteed at least $500, which ain't too bad. That is a quantity of money. I see a lot of people here chiming in, and you know what? Let's say hello. Hello, everybody. I am not in the studio. Another reason why there's been some disruption in the usual streaming process. There's some work being done at my house. I am in a totally different place, not in the usual studio. You see we're on the green screen today. It's a whole different ball game. You see I got my hair cut fresh. You know what I mean? Coming in good. Let's see how some of you are. Cardi saying, I didn't watch the previous phases just because you weren't hosting. Aw, well, I appreciate that, but I do hope you enjoy Clash Royale Esports either way. Francesco saying, welcome back, Rich. Thank you. Let's take a look at the bracket for today's squad. That's right. Lord Seb against Clown, a.k.a. Kickash. Vitor and Coco. Wallace versus Morten. That's a banger. Joy, also known as Mr. Cena, against Ian. A battle of the Americans there. One will move on the winner's bracket. This is double elimination. Trainer Adnan versus Pedro, coming off his second place finish at CRL Worlds last year. Faust and Pandora, Samuel, Botto, and Mohamed Light. Now that's a heater, folks. That's a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And then Ta and Adriel. So a lot of world finalists. Shocker, shocker. Made it to our top 16. And Nasid saying 937.5 burritos. And the way he spelled burritos made it feel a little weird, gotta admit, just a little weird with the way he spelled burritos. But you know what? I'll live with it. I'll allow it. Why were you out of town? Well, because I gotta do stuff, dude. I gotta do things. I got a life to live. You know what I mean? Hello, Rich. So much for so many months. CRL is back. Yeah, we're just about back. Just about back. The warm-up is here. Then we got full-on CRL coming very, very soon. JD saying, Mo Light to go. Here we go. Why Juicy don't stream? He was also busy. Predictions for this one. People will play cards. That's my prediction. Cards will be played. Cal Sancho, hi, bro. How are you? I'm doing all right. Doing pretty well. He's back, says RC. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Don't you worry. And we're into our first matchup. Speaking of here, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me pump the audio here for this clean feed a little bit. Quick note for everybody watching at home. The Cannoneer is banned for this one. Thank the Lord. Now, I am going to say this right now. My off-season has also included not playing as much CR. So I'm going to be doing this warm-up is also a little warm-up for me to get caught up on the meta before we get into CRL too. So please bear with me if I'm like, what is this deck? How does this work? Yeah, I'm getting warmed back up for our 2024 season. Hey, Rich, how do you think Morten will do? I don't think you can. I have tried double Evos. I don't think you can predict anybody on how they'll do in the double Evo universe. I mean, obviously, as we can see here from the finalists, there is a skill gap difference between regular human beings and the top players. But as we saw at World Finals, when the meta gets crazy, things get unpredictable. And I think that the double Evo thing is a slot machine, practically. Do you know if Mugi gave up his spot to Todd, or Spectre is he going to keep out of some esports in general? Mugi rarely plays regular season stuff. Like, he only plays enough to qualify for Worlds, then plays some Japanese stuff. He does not play a bunch of tournaments. When is day 2? Tomorrow. This is tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, folks. You should stream these more often. We like these. Yeah, when they're available and when I'm available, for sure. I thought I saw AC up there. Fresh cut, too? Yes, sir! Yes, sir. What's up, buddy? How are you? Isn't Ian77 playing? Yep, he's in this. RG. So is RG Giant Skelly back now that we're in double Evo land? Is that a thing? Twitch stream. Nope, we're just on YouTube today. I do know who you are. You're the little prince. And have you been nerfed enough? That's the question. It's weird how metas will bring some decks back into the mix. Joy versus Ian happened at the same time as this. Yes, some matches are taking place off stream today, folks, in order to keep the show length to about 3.5 hours. Don't want to be here for 5 hours every day. RGGS is one of the best decks right now. Wallbreaker's left-hand lane. And that RG just crushed it. Lord Seb out to an early lead. Let me see if I can go ahead and bring up what I don't know exactly is what their production style is for this one. Let's go back to the bracket there. Okay, that's nice. So, let's see. Chat, no duels format? I believe it's duels format. They're just doing it as open duels rather than... Let me just double check that rule, but I believe that we are in duels format, just not in-game duels. We are doing regular duels, which is way better. I'm just going to double check that to be sure. But I'm fairly sure. Finish some homework. Oh, AC. Then going to chill and watch some CR. Finished 468 last season. But hey! Is AC unwashed? Is AC getting dirty? Do we have a dirty Joshua AC Sharon in the building now? I am looking through the rule book. I don't even see what they say about format. Normal battles, game mode, normal battles, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm fairly sure they are doing this in dual mode, just regular, not in-game. Can you show the two matches at the same time? No, I cannot. This is coming to me from a clean feed, meaning it's being produced inside of a studio, and they send me then the game feed stuff. Why don't you wear glasses? You're right. Why aren't I wearing glasses? Where's your background? I am not in my normal studio. Who do you think is going to win? The person who destroys more towers. Rich, can you remove the background music? I can lower it down, but I like to have a little music bed. Is Cannoneer allowed? No, it's not. You want to play 3v3 in the... No. Why would I even put that on the screen? Are we going to see Drill a lot? I don't know. I do see some of the pros talking about Drill being OP right now, especially if you understand the true red, true blue breakdown with Drill. So, yeah. Clowns improved so much is insane. He's consistently making top 50 now. Oh, I mean, if it were a 16-player format, I would expect Clown to make World Finals this year. With an 8-player format, I don't even know if I expect Mo and Moogie to make World Finals this year. I mean, I still will bet on them more than anybody else. They'll probably both make it. But an 8-player World Finals format, literally unpredictable. No idea. Here we go. Jumping into game number 2, and you can see that we are in duel mode. It's just not the in-game duel mode. Oh, you asked because it's Ramadan and you're not supposed to listen to music during Ramadan? Well, wouldn't that also mean you're not supposed to, like, watch entertainment in general? Why your audio so weak? I don't know what you mean. Is my voice down low? Let me pump my vocals back up a little bit. 1 second, folks. Check, 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 check. That should be a little bit hotter on the mic. And nice little King Tower activation with the Evo Bomber. That is, I guess, one thing about having this OP situation. Here we are seeing double drill. Now, at one point, I was a drill spammer for quite a while. So I'm excited to see how drill works. I don't think they changed Golden Knight, did they? I'm pretty sure Golden Knight is just as meh as it was. I know what synergizes nicely with the drill deck. And I'm going to go ahead and look something up real quick. Are cycle decks allowed? Yeah, every kind of deck is allowed. Will Mo play today? I don't know the exact schedule. He is playing, though, in this top 16. They buffed GK's cooldown ability from 8 to 11. Oh, a slight damage buff a while back. When did that? I swear I was following the buffs and nerfs pretty carefully. When did that one happen? Again, they buffed the ability cooldown from 11 to 8 seconds. Slight dash damage. When did that happen? I swear, it's not like I stopped playing entirely. Oh, there it is. It's the ones that came out just on March 4th. All right, I must have missed that Golden Knight one. I saw the nerfs to the classic Knight, to the Goblin Giant, Little Prince. But definitely buffing some of my favorites here in Le Golden Knight, and more importantly, the Magic Archer. Wait, sorry, can you explain why it's 8 players now? I can't explain that. That's a Supercell question. My assumption is that it will reduce the number of days for World Finals from 3 down to 2, is what I would guess. And that's 1 less day of production, which costs less money. That would be my suspicion, but I don't know their exact reasoning. But most of the times that a company makes a decision, it's usually in the interest of the business. And here we go. Clean little NATO play. GG, well played. Drill is nasty. And now they all tied up. Winner of this will play the winner of Vitor and Coco. Wow, I followed the earlier balance changes. I did not really spend that much time looking at this set of balance changes. And the drill rework, Golden Knight, Magic Archer, I do like the nerfs. I mean, I think some of them maybe needed to be a bit harsher. But there you go. Our monthly finals, single or double elimination. As far as I'm aware, Jeff, monthly finals are still the same format they were in the previous years, but they're just 1 day instead of 2 days. As far as I'm aware, I have not heard anything to the contrary. So I believe we're going to be doing a longer day, right? We used to do 2 days of about 2.5 hours each. Now we'll do 1 day of probably about 5 hours. So I think that's what's going to happen. Why aren't you in the clan? What do you mean? Why would I need to be in the clan? I'm spectating through a clean feed. Main problem with 8 players with finals is going to be that even the comp is going to be better to watch without counting the live stages. I don't know what this means. How much of Cannoneer have you seen? Some. I've played with Cannoneer, against Cannoneer, but I definitely need to. That's part of this warm-up, right? Although this warm-up doesn't have Cannoneer, so... How long will it be today? About 3.5 hours total. The title should be I'm finally casting again. Yeah, it's good to be back, folks. Good to be back. Took a break during the off-season. Full-on break. Like, I only played a little bit. You know, normally I play a fair amount each day, and took a break from playing a little while, took a break from casting a little while, recharged the batteries a bit, focused on some other things. For those of you who are interested in what I've been doing, I did just launch a brand new YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and find it for you. I launched a brand new YouTube channel. You guys know I'm really big into disc golf, and I have been threatening to launch a disc golf-based channel for quite a while. And you know what I did? I finally did it. I launched the channel. Hold my bag disc golf. I'll show you guys more on it later. Let's go ahead first and jump into our next game. During the break, I'll give you guys a little linky-linky. I think what Aries meant earlier is warm-up will be more exciting than World Finals other than the state live stage aspect. I mean, I think World Finals will still be very cool. I'm personally not I'm not happy about the reduction from 16 to 8. I think if they wanted to try to change it to get it into a 2-day format, that going to 12 would have been better, right? With the top 4 getting first-round buys, and then I think that would have been a cool format, and it also would have made making top 4 matter a whole lot more, right? So I wouldn't have, while I would have lamented it, I wouldn't have been as disappointed with a 12-player format rather than 8-player format, but what are you going to do? Not my job. And let me go ahead and type. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't see anything because of that stupid thing, but boom, there you go. It's supposed to say disc golf. There you go. I'm going to promote this a bunch over this weekend because I really want this new channel to take off. Right now, I'll focus on the game, but during the break, we'll talk a lot about the new channel and what we're doing there. It's just there's Evos everywhere. They're just all over. So here's a question, because again, this is me getting my warm-up in for this season. Does the Evo Tesla AoE effect make it an effective replacement? Does it make it more violent as a replacement to Bomb Tower, since Bomb Tower was the building of choice in so many ways? Forces the log out of Kick Ash, and now Lord Seb with a big elixir advantage and trying to press it the best he can. Good Ice Spirit to slow down the Hog Rider, but Hog will get chipped down by the guards in time. And that Evo Firecracker gets away from the Valk. That's a nice little piece of work there. The Hog Rider does not get in front of the Evo Firecracker and doesn't get a shot, so holding on nicely is Clown so far. Now it's his turn to reply in kind, but the Hog will go right to the Inferno Tower to get taken care of easily. Hog down again. This time, Valk in front. Hog should be able to threaten for a shot here. Ice Spirit not available. Log does it, though. 18-13 to 20-34. Elixir almost even. Tesla on the board in the Evolve form. for Clown. Great Ice Spirit out of Clown. What a play. That might be the one that wins him the game there. You see Lord Seb certainly unhappy about that one. Wonderful prediction there on the skeletons. And I think that'll be enough to get the win here. Of course, I have given worse caster curses than this one in my life, so let's see. Hog trying to find a way through. Firecracker trying to support. Lord Seb not able to take advantage of the 3-card cycle as his Mighty Miner does not stay on board long enough to make a difference. Hog has to protect, and that's going to be a GG well played. And Clown did a great job of just forcing the conversation and putting Lord Seb in a position where he had to play extra to try to get back in it. Nicely done. A solid win here for Clown. And here we go. Let's go take a look at the replay here. And you see that they're just kind of holding on pretty tight, very close in this one. This is the previous sequence where this time you're going to see a lot of forced, look at this, you're going to see this Evo Tesla easily takes care of the Hog Rider. The log has to come out. And this is where I said, hey, the Evo Tesla is playing defense, and this is just nice here. You see Mr. Cena, or you see Clown, I mean, just pre-Ice Spirit, pull the Skellies out, and then just a missed Inferno Tower. There you go. There you have it, folks. Let me take a look at something here real quick. Let me just ask them, is the... What are you even talking about? 1 second, folks. Oh, here, let's take a look at the bracket as it's been updated. The fake audience audio is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see. Clown moving on. He'll fate the winner of Vitor and Coco. Good to see you commenting a long time. Thank you very much. Every time Evo Tesla pops up, it releases a shockwave that does the same damage as a zap and stuns for 1 second. Yeah, that's nice. Rich, do you stream elsewhere during this hero off season? Because I haven't seen you on YouTube in a minute. I just took a break. I needed a break. Yeah. There wasn't much going on in terms of Clash Royale during the off season. And I actually did get ready to produce an event, and then the sponsor fell out last minute, and that was supposed to happen late January, early February, and the sponsor fell through, and I decided, hey, you know what, I'll just take a break and recharge my batteries for a bit. But I'm back now. We at it. We at it again. We're doing lots of Clash Royale, as per usual. Let's see. Rudy saying, where's Clash with Ash? CWA is doing mostly other things. He's doing some stuff on his main channel, still doing his raid channel pretty consistently. Here we go. Let's jump into our next game. Coco and Vitor. Is Molite playing today? I believe so. It is double elimination to answer the chat question. Sir, you're saying, I want to see what you added. I have the background because my I'm not in my office. My studio is currently the room it's in is under construction. So I'll be putting it back up once that room is available again. But right now I'm in a different room. Well, this is an interesting point, Toddward. Toddward saying, I have to say Supercell aren't able to travel across the world for one day of gameplay is sad. So many content creators say they're already not going. Well, to be fair, World Finals in teams was only one day. In 2018 and 2019, World Finals was one day, and both players and content creators traveled for it. So, you know, it's not like that's different. Ooh, a little failed King Tower attempt there from Coco. And that's a lot of damage to give up, plus that 3 elixir. What is your creator code for? If you make purchases in any Supercell game and you use my creator code, you support me a little bit. That's what it's for. So if you're going to buy something somewhere, put it in. Have I tried Evo's app? I've tried Evo Wall Breakers, not Evo's app. Yes, it is double elimination. It is double elim. What a strange and interesting evolution. Well, I can tell you right now, folks, it's going to take me a little while to be able to call decks again from early cards, as everything is all wild. And, of course, we are seeing lots of the same support cards in different decks. Evos force the players by limited deck pool. Yeah. No, I'd say the Evos are almost worse than champions in that regard. Now, of course, once there are tons of Evos, it will change, but... Viswar saying, I will use the code RICH for buying the Evolve Zap offer. Oh, cool, thank you. Appreciate it. That's a good point, too. Make a trip out of it and make Worlds part of the trip. This Giant's getting in, but obviously the Sparky has not been a massive factor. And so you can see Vitor is kind of switching to Giant pressure. Not going to get it done, though. Coco takes game number 1. Vitor had a camera. Not sure what happened. Some sort of issue, obviously. Tomas saying, how many matches did I miss? Hope you had a good winter. Oh, only just one. We're on match number 2 right now. Can I use your code to avoid tax? I don't think so. Relajars saying, Rich, what is the significance of the ranked stats next to gameplay? Wouldn't their achievements be more telling of their caliber skill as a player? It's hard to list all their achievements. And, you know, ranked stats do tell us some decent information. I'm also not in charge of the production. I'm just casting, folks. Is giving up allowed? It depends on what you mean. Do creator codes offer discounts when a purchase is made? Nope. Who's returning on the caster list? I don't know. I'm assuming the 4 of us. I'm assuming it'll be the 4 of us again. I have not had confirmation on final info for the season yet. So there you go. Is this double or single? Double. I will use your code. Thanks. Oh, yeah. So, folks, using my code is really wonderful, and I'm super happy to do it. One of the best ways to support me right now is my new channel for disc golf. is go check it out, watch the newest episode, like, comment, whatever, subscribe. This is my new passion project. Hopefully I'll grow it into something even bigger. So yeah, sure, use my creator code. Awesome. I'd rather you use a few minutes of your time to watch the new content, and maybe you already play disc golf. Maybe you'll fall in love with the game from it. Either way, that is the best way to support me, is to go check out the new channel for sure. Legend saying, Rich, I missed you. Don't leave us again. Oh, I missed you too. Oh, I missed you too. Juicy Day said he'd be casting. Cool. Do I think Expo might be playing in comp after Tesla Evo? I don't know if that will make up for the fact that Expo just doesn't like really fit very well. Here we go. Thank you, Drubo. Appreciate it. Hey, a follow and a like on the new channel. Thank you so much, Oazy. Appreciate it. Little King Tower activation. No surprises here to see the NATO with the drill. Going to drill wall breakers rather than just drill spammy. Little Kingy Tower activation opposite direction. With what I'm assuming is a Royal Giant deck out of Coco. Please answer, is Evolve Zap allowed? I think so. I have not seen any. I have not read anything otherwise, but I need to go look at the rule book. Let me ask in the chat. I'm not doing a regular golf channel. I'm actually not into regular golf, but disc golf, that's what I'm doing. Are we ever going to go back to single Evo, or is it going to be double from now on? My guess is it's double from now on. Not a fan. I think it's too chaotic. I think it arcadifies the game a bit more than it should. I think that double Evo should be its own, like, fun mode or something. Like, cool for a global tournament event, but here's the thing. I have been playing a bit, and the kind of games I've won because of double Evo are so ridiculous. Where I'm like, oh, I would not have won that game if double Evo didn't exist. It's definitely happened a lot. And I don't mind the idea of Evos. I think that the idea of Evos was the game has to change and evolve, right? The game can't stay the same forever. And I think the idea of Evos was a fine idea. I think that there could have been some adjustments in how they were done, maybe, and the pace of release. 1 versus 2 Evos. A lot of things that would have been more measured, in my opinion, but I'm not on the game team. RG to get 2 here, I think. Yep, 1993. And Pocket Ghost forces out the Fish Boy. Wall Breakers should sneak through, plus a Golden Night Dash, plus a Royal Ghost, plus Evo Firecracker damage. And just like that, Vitor takes a huge lead back. Can he get the win before? And he does. That sizzle goes. Is that a good sizzle impression? I don't know how to do a sizzle impression. Never even thought of it before. And off screen, folks, you guys can see that Droy, a.k.a. Mr. Cena, beat Ian in the first round. We'll await the winner of Wallace versus Morten. Pretash saying, why is Goblin Drill in the meta? Well, because Goblin Drill, Golden Knight, and Magic Archer all got buffed. That'll do it. They should at least add an indicator. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to bet on my dog that we have 3 Evo slots. I don't think we're going to go to 3. I think 3 is too crazy. I think it's going to be too crazy. So these aren't in-game duels. No, they're regular duels, not in-game. Let's see. Carson saying, Rich, I haven't paid attention to CR in 6 months. What's the meta looking like recently? I'm learning it right now. It's part of this tournament for me, too. Please make clan games played at tournament standards. I have a chance to win. I am not in charge of that. Will Clash Royale release even more cards? I'm assuming they will. It's 10 out of 10 sizzle impression. Thank you very much. Let's see. Yeah, FC is triggering. Hilarious. What's the name of your new channel? It's Hold My Bag Disc Golf. Here's a link to it. New channel. Hold My Bag Disc Golf. It's a disc golf. It's a channel based on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. If you follow the Pro Tour at all, and if you don't, maybe it'll get you into it. Each week, my buddy Bob and I, we do a head-to-head fantasy game where we have to pick players from different places in the rankings to predict how well they'll do at each given weekly event. And we're actually going to be launching a free-to-play fantasy game for people who are viewers. So if you end up liking the Pro Tour and you like disc golf, you'll be able to play alongside with us, and each week the winner will win a disc. So if you're into disc golf, free-to-play fantasy will be super cool. So we have a lot of things that we're going to do with the channel, but we're very excited about it. So yeah, like I said, the best way to support me right now, go ahead, use my promo code. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. But if you want to be like, hey, Rich, I like what you're doing, go support my new channel. Here we go. Game number 3. Is there any chance they make CRL World 16 players? Probably not. They wouldn't have announced, like, once they announce things, Supercell does not usually change their mind. In regards to new cards, I heard Juicy J say that Clash Royale cannot add any more common or rare or epic cards, only legendary champs because of something related to the coding. What? Really? I've never heard anything like that. Hey, Toddward, you just started playing? Very cool, dude. You play on your college team. I've been playing for an exceptionally long amount of time, especially compared to my skill level. But I hope you enjoy it. I will be plugging this new channel all weekend, folks. So if you missed it, don't worry. I am going to be talking about it all weekend, as this is my new passion project for sure. There's a lack of gameplay commentary. It's mainly just answering unrelated questions. Well, this is Koopa. Sometimes I'll be doing commentary. Sometimes I'll be talking to the chat. It's kind of what happens when it's on my channel. When we're doing CRL officially and I have a co-caster and it's all part of the job as opposed to something on my channel, on my time, then I'm a little more dialed in for the actual commentary. But I'll do a bit of both. Don't you worry. A little faster cycle than we've seen in the last few matches. And if you look at the previous decks here, average elixir in the last couple of games was all over 3. Even approaching 4, or 3.5 at least, in that RG cycle deck. Is using the same deck allowed? No, that would be repeating decks. Not okay. You cannot repeat any cards in duel mode. That's a nice monk ability there. Mine are going to get caught very early by the skeletons. And yeah, predictable poison there, but you're sucking out poison just to deal with 1.5 elixir. Ice Spirit was helpful, got a little extra out of the... Oh, there you go. Evo Skellies forcing out the defensive rage. And GG, well played, Vitor. If you're a Coco fan, don't worry, it is double elimination. Not single. Is Mo still best in the game? I think most people would say so. Congrats, Vitor. Let's see. How do you think Clash Royale can be out of the game? I don't know. I really don't understand the move. I guess they're trying to recoup, like, the not have all that money be down the drain. So they're trying to roll it into Clash Royale as a separate mini game mode or something. I don't know. I personally am not excited. I've been Clash Mini's been available free to play for a couple of years. And I never got into it. I played it for a while and thought it was it's not my kind of game. So, I'm not particularly excited by the announcement. But I don't know. I still do it as a secondary game mode. Who knows? Let's take a look at the quarterfinals. Clown and Vitor in the upper bracket. And, of course, Lord Seb, Coco, and Ian down but not out. We should see the lower bracket here in just 1 minute. It's not really 1.5 elixir when the archers or the Evo archers when the archers are evolved. Yeah, I feel you on that one. There you go. Coco and Lord Seb, we were playing an elimination match in our lower bracket. How did Ian lose to Droy? Because Droy's also good. Ian's not out. He's in the lower bracket. It's double elim, folks. And Ian lost off stream. Not every game's going to be on stream today, folks, because of timing to make sure that we're not here for 5 hours, only about 3.5 or so. So there you go. Well, they didn't have a mid global launch. They didn't actually go global with Clash Mini. If Clash Mini game has a way of getting rewards in CR, I'm not complaining. Sure. What is double elimination? It means you have to lose twice to be knocked out. So the bracket, if you lose once in the main bracket, you get knocked down to a second bracket. Kind of how we do every... They usually call it lower bracket rather than loser bracket. I usually call it lower bracket because I think loser bracket is not a good name from like a marketing perspective. Right? They're not losers. They just lost one game. So there you go. Why would you put Ian off stream? I didn't. There you go. Why Fragger have much power than Princess? I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. Hey! Thank you very much. Joe No Skills is a CRL World Champion. I don't even know what you're talking about, but thanks for the support with the little super chat. Here we go into our next matchup. Morten and Wallace. Let's go. I wish I was streaming this with you so I could say loser bracket. Hey, come join tomorrow, dude. Come join tomorrow or Sunday. If you're even just come in for like an hour. This is a very good matchup. And looking like drill in two directions. It's going to be a 3-day stream. That's correct. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, Cannoneer's banned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's a big rip. Well, that's a big rip for Wallace with Cannoneer being banned. I totally would, but I'm traveling. Oh, you're going to see your mom leaving your flight in 8 hours. Rip. You can come on now. I think I can get it set up. Or you can just sit back and watch and enjoy and chat in the chat. Free win for Morten, and Wallace knows. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wallace, that's an expensive mistake. And Morten's just like, Why is it not in-game duels? Because in-game duels are really, they're good when you have large numbers of people, right? If you're trying to do a Swiss bracket with 1,000 people, for example, that's really hard to manage from a League Ops perspective. That's fine there. But when it's one-on-one, doing regular duels rather than in-game duels allows you to actually be flexible as the rounds go on, right? Let's say that your opponent plays a deck in game number 1, and you have a deck plan in game number 2. But for one of the cards they use in game number 1 makes you go, oh, I should make this little switch. In pre-planned duels, you're just locked into 4 decks that you choose from into in-game duels. They're pre-submitted. You can't make any changes. The flexibility that makes duel mode really at its best is gone. Whereas when it's not in-game duels, you can adapt in game 2 and in game 3 to what you saw in the first 2 games and really make smart choices. Right? That's why if you watched World Finals, you saw the players go up there with these big sheets of paper where their analysts had spent time doing deck progression, going, hey, we're going to start with this, and if our opponent plays this in game number 2, here are the possible, like, here's this deck, and this deck in game 1, and then here are our possible responses in game 2, and so on and so forth. In fact, little known fact that if you look at, I can't remember which match it was for Mo, I think it was a match on day 2. If you look, there's a moment where Mohamed in game 2, like between game 1 and game 2, is looking at his paper, has kind of a funky look at his face. It's because he actually had the wrong sheet, had the wrong deck progression sheet that he brought up with him for the wrong opponent. So yeah, like when you're doing regular duels, it gets so complicated, and you see I spent in World Finals, I actually spent time sitting with the coaches and analysts, watching them plan out the deck progressions. It was really fascinating. So it's so much better that way. Why was Cannoneer banned? I have no idea. Who decides the game's going to be streamed? The production team. Let's see. Misty, been a while. Hey, what's up, Zenko? How are you? But Cannoneer's banned in in-game duels, but why is it banned? That is banned. I don't know why. I didn't ask the exact reason. Morten smiled on everything. Yeah, he kind of was like, oh, boy. Let's see. I do it with the deck all the time. It copies Cannoneer. Yeah, you got to prepare that properly. Why is Cannoneer banned? I don't know why Cannoneer's banned. I didn't ask the reasoning, but they just said it was. So there you go. Let me see other chat stuff. Blah, 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 blah. I saw there was, let me go back while we're waiting here. I thought I saw some other good disc golf chats. Oh, never mind. We're back in the game. Game 2. Here we go. Evo Zap is allowed. As you can see right there, we do have some Evo Zap coming in. Matthew Ruiz saying looking fresh, Rich. Thank you very much. I hope Clash Royale can be fun in the future player after the Clash Mini team joins into it. Yeah, we'll see. You think there'll be legendary Evo? I don't know. So interesting to see Evo Zap in this RG deck. All right, well, let's get this game 3, says AC. So, I don't know who would like to weigh in, but why is Evo Zap in this Royal Giant deck? Anyone have any thoughts on it? People saying Ram Rider and Wizard next season. I remember that first Legendary Evo. Interesting. Oh, because CRL is using the in-game duels format and Cannoneer's not available in in-game duels. Got it. That's the reason. Cannoneer's not available in in-game duels, and CRL will be using that. So there you go. What just happened? What just happened? Well, something wrong on their end. That's strange. Oh, now we're back. All right. Say maybe he ain't playing RG. He is playing RG, as we can see now. Because Evo Zap is broken, that's it. Log already used, and Zap is better than Barbbear. Interessant. Well, not that much better. Can he stop the RG? And able to hold on to it. This is Morten's one and only chance right here. Doesn't really have much in the way of Elixir, but he goes in with the Skelly King ability. Skeletons cannot get there. Evo RG right at the bridge. Final minute. Can this Evo RG get it done? Fireball in, trying to make a little bit of room for the Evo RG. Plus the Zap. Can it get one more? Oh my gosh, 161. The Fireball's already used. Can Morten get back to it? Zappy's out. Fishboy distracting. Reflection happening. Arrows down. Fireball in. Fireball by 9 HP. Oh, my word. Well, that's fun. That's fun. I missed those. That was very enjoyable. That was an enjoyable little ending. Let's take a look at the replay here, folks. And yeah, this was kind of a nutty finish here. You see the Evo RG get in down to 308 for Morten. And he's going to Fireball, not get the Phoenix. He's going to drop the Zap as well. But he had to make sure he got that damage on tower. Now he's trying to cycle back around. And just trying to clog this lane up. And that Monk almost does it on its own. But just in time. You see the Piggy get one. Wallace cannot believe it. Evos do make for some fun finishes, I'll tell you that much. Morten will face Droy, Mr. Cena, next round. We've got our quarterfinals on the winner's side set. On the left-hand side of the bracket. Why does Morten always have these heart-pounding games? I don't know. That's just his style, folks. It's how he likes to rock it. It's how he likes to do things. They're trying to hide the fact that Morten's actually a robot. He might be. What a clutch win by Morten. I agree. Morten loves a close game. Yes, indeed. OMFG, I agree. Let's go, Morten. SK Gaming in the building. What's up, SK Gaming? How are you? Thanks. Hey, you know what? I'm coming on screen for this one. Thanks, SK Gaming, for continuing to be such a great part of the Clash Royale scene. I think that I speak for a lot of people in Clash Royale esports when I say wholeheartedly that having you really still be committed to Clash Royale esports is very meaningful, and we all appreciate it tremendously. So let's give some ones in the chat for SK Gaming being one of the #1 supporters of Clash Royale esports out of all the orgs out there. It's really special, especially in some of these later years of Clash Royale esports. So everyone, give it up for SK Gaming for staying involved. Love it. Lower bracket, Coco, Lord Seb, Wallace, and Ian all still alive. Wallace missed arrows in the tower one play before. I see a lot of hearts in the chat right now. I see some ones starting to come in. Thank you very much, folks. Yeah. Let's give a lot of love. For sure. Okay. Morten and Mohamed are not pregnant, but they never fail to deliver. That's funny. That is very funny. That's great. To be Wallace, it was Wallace who lost, not Morten that won this one. I think Wallace choked, had everything inside. But that's part of the game, dude. Part of the game is sometimes things just don't go right. Let's see. Yeah. Love the ones in the chat right now, folks. Loving it. I'm at work now. I think they know I'm a little distracted. Yeah, well, sometimes some things are worth being distracted for. You know what I mean? Some things are worth it. Devlop in the building. What's up, buddy? How are you? There you have it. Evo Zap made a nice difference. I agree. If he had raged Tower instead of the troops, he would have won. Would he have won is the question. Interesting question. But would the troops have done as much damage, right? So 50-50 shot there. Back and forth chance. Let's go ahead, jump into our next matchup. And this is the... Is this like the on-screen debut of Adnan? I don't think I've seen him on camera before. How is Rich? That's the question. I feel you on that one. Looks like Clash is back on the menu, boys. Delivery will be very nice. Glizzy, what's up? How are you? Thank you so much for streaming the group stages of this event. I really appreciate it. I'm sure it's great to have someone come out and be able to carry the torch. And make sure everyone gets to watch the great matches we have here. Adnan won a LAN event last year. That's right, but I don't think I ended up streaming that one. Germans know his face by heart. Yeah, I guess he looks different. Was he wearing glasses on the live event? Le Sparky is le down, poison high. Love that Charizard. Yep, it's pretty cool. I'm good. Glad you're streaming now. Well, thanks for the work you did. Really appreciate it. Adnan, either not happy with the Evo Bat situation versus the Tesla, or was attacked by a ghost, or had a weird cramp in his neck. Evo Bomber going to go ahead and get a little chip on the left-hand side and work down that shield of the Dark Prince. Nice pickup by the Mini P.E.K.K.A. on the inside lane. AC with a good point here. Playing Sparky against someone like Pedro feels reckless if defense is so consistent. Well, especially when he has triple spell plus Dark Prince. This is a good pick here by Pedro. Maybe predicting Adnan being here. Stacking some Teslas. He can handle the minions either with the poison or, as we see there, with the delivery. The delivery can also be nice against the Sparky. Gets poison value consistently. Pedro's also just playing this really smart. That was kind of a reckless set of Evo bats there because the double Tesla was already down, right? So you saw Pedro didn't have to use his delivery. He might just eat the bomber on the right. No, decides to King Tower activate instead. Nice. Skellies to separate the mini P.E.K.K.A. from the Giant here. Log to protect the Tesla just a little bit longer. Bats in. They're not evolved, though. Pedro plays the Fire Spirit. Maybe didn't need to. Up 14-69 to 23-04 as we go into the final minute of gameplay here. And the Sparky goes right-hand lane, Giant left-hand lane. Trying to find a way to split and get on tower is Adnan. 2 Sparkies is quite a lot. Delivery in, though, as the right-hand side was already DOA. And that's some good use of the Evo Bomber getting onto the Tesla. Sparky's still alive here. Now pressure on the right-hand side. Mini P.E.K.K.A. plus Bats. Fire Spirit in to clean things up. Evo Bats, not a problem here for Pedro. 20 seconds left, and I don't think there's enough time at this point for Adnan to get anything done. This should be game number 1 for Pedro as he forces out some more defensive responses. And as expected, nice clean game for Pedro. Well done. Well done indeed. You saw that whatever it was Adnan was trying to do, he just couldn't seem to find a way through. And obviously already a bad matchup, right? I mean, you have Tesla plus Evo, not just Tesla, but Evo Tesla. But having the triple spell there with the delivery, able to be flexible, able to get poison value consistently, and delivery, be able to just clean things up. Yeah, if there's something about Pedro and Mugi's gameplay, it tends to be clean. Yes, very clean indeed. Very clean indeed. And let's see, looking at my new disc golf channel. Hopefully you guys actually watch it, watch the new stuff. I see the views are jumping up, which is awesome. But again, if you're into disc golf or you're thinking about getting into disc golf, check out my new channel. Whoa, what did I just do there? I just pressed a lot of crazy buttons. I didn't mean to press. Hold on. There we go. Check out my new channel. And coming soon, Play Along Fantasy Disc Golf, for those of you who do want to follow the Pro Tour. Pedro is a master defender. Yeah. Why are there 8 World finalists this year? Because there aren't 9. I love Mohamed Light, says Clash Royale. I bet you do. Hard counter, Adnan had no chance. I agree. I think Pedro's the best minor poison player after Momo. Very possible. What do you guys think? Do I play disc golf? Do I play disc golf? Oh, some of my discs are disappearing because of the... These are the discs I don't even use. These are like my collector discs from our... So part of my fantasy league, my buddy Bob and I, for the channel we do, each event we bet a disc. And the winner gets the disc purchased by the loser. It can get very expensive if you go on a big losing streak. Tav versus Adriel's going to be on fire. I agree. So Pedro might be going RG here or drill. I don't know. Again, this is a warm-up for me on catching the meta. Is there a stream tomorrow? Yes. Okay, so it is RG. Great. And this one should get 2, maybe 3 with the Rage. Does not get 4, though. Holy Hassan, I just keep spamming Rich. What does he mean? So where the bracket Ian come back in? We have a lower bracket. It'll be shown in between matches. Will Pandora, Faust, or Adriel Tabi off-stream? I'm not entirely sure. Let me go ahead and ask. What is the next off-stream match? I will ask. Some evolutions get +1 elixir when you play the Evo card like Firecracker. What do you think? That's insane, Hassan. That's an insane choice. How the game's gone so far? Wild as expected in the double Evo universe. Wild indeed. And drill damage is no joke, folks. Ethan Vincent saying, "Hi, Rich, I'm new here. Welcome." This is where we do a lot of Clash Royale esports, including a lot of the, when we get into the qualifier stages for our monthly finals. We'll be streaming a lot of that here on this channel. And good catch on the Tesla against the Evo RG. Second RG in. Adnan might have to drill defensively here. No, gets back to Tesla instead. But he's going to take some shots. Yep. Pedro out to a decent lead, about 500 HP, +2. Crosswise, top left to bottom right, and back to Evo Royal Giant one more time. Adnan back to Tesla again, though. He is cycling very nicely. Arrows to clear, and nothing to catch. And he shakes his head there.
What up, future king over here?
And this feels like it's already over. The Ghost is so good against the drill. And you see, yeah, just nicely covered. And Pedro, I like the slow play here. Right, he's way up ahead. No reason to throw 6 Elixir at the bridge right there. Snowball trying to make enough room for damage. He's going to get a little bit, not much though, 12:05. Trying to close the gap is trainer Adnan, but can he close it enough? This is where drill spam becomes drill spam, but now you have 2 Royal Giants. Evo plus Classic. Going to try to use the ability to knock back. Not going to get it done, though. GG, well played. And Pedro makes short work of Adnan here on day 1. There you go. Pedro. One step closer. GG. GG. Devlop saying Evo bomb. I feel you. I feel you. And I think, let me see what's coming up next here, folks. Oh, there we go. Should be Faust Pandora, unless that one's off stream. I think Faust Pandora should be up next. And then, yes, we will have Samuel Basoto, Mohamed Light. Oh, my word. That's a fun one. Is stream over? No, not at all. Oh, wait. Here we go. Sorry. I meant to go over here. Boom. There you go. I meant to show you guys that. Evo Pedro is scary. Yes. Evo Pedro is certainly scary. Did not nerf Evo Bomber enough, maybe. It's interesting, you know, I check out the, hey, thank you, Ethan, I do appreciate that. I follow kind of the conversation, even when I'm not actively streaming. I'll take my little break. I was still checking up on a lot of the community stuff. And, you know, I'm obviously involved in the Clash Royale scene on Twitter. I check it on Reddit sometimes. But I also am part of the different Clash Royale groups on Facebook, which is a totally different player base than the competitive scene. And it was interesting. There were cards that competitive people who are really like deep into the game think are OP and didn't get nerfed enough. But because they've been nerfed like a little bit multiple times, people on Facebook were complaining about, why are they nerfing this again? Oh my gosh. And it's an interesting thing, right? Whereas the dev team wants to nerf, like do little nerfs to try not to overcorrect and see if they can just like slightly adjust it. But the optics on the competitive side is, hey, nerf it more. This nerf wasn't enough. The optics on the non-competitive side, on the casual side, is, hey, like, why are you nerfing it again? You've nerfed it so many times. So it seems to me that the incremental nerfs don't really have they don't have the response from the community that maybe would be expected. Right, like I said, hardcores are like, why is this nerf so small? And then when it's like tiny nerf, tiny nerf, tiny nerf in a row for a card, the casual players are like, they nerfed it again. Why are they killing this card? So there you go. Pedro's improved so much over the last year. I mean, he was definitely breakout player of the year last year, no question. Is Mugi not participating? No, Mugi. Oh, nope. Cancel. No, Mugi's not participating. Are there any Turkish players? They didn't qualify for this stage of the event. Hey, buddy, you are the best one. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the nice little compliments. Why was Ian's duel not streamed? Some matches are not streamed for to keep the pace of the event up. So there you go. Let's see. Imagine Mugi played. We would have Mugi versus Sam or Mo in the quarters. That'd be fun, too. Oh, if they ended up in the same place on the bracket, though. Let's see. Looking at some more of the chat. Am I Germanian? No. Half Polish, half Scottish. Shouldn't Sam will be opposite ends of the bracket? I don't know how. There were rules based on seeding for the bracket. So there you go. Nope. All right, I caught up to all the chat I wanted to catch up to. And Devlop coming in with a what in the world? Just a blank $70 Canadian super chat from Devlop. Dude, that's too much. That's crazy. Thank you so much. That's wild. Your presence here is enough, but that's also super appreciated. I really mean it. That's crazy. I'm going to throw it up again. That's just crazy. All right, looks like it's going to be a drill off here. Devlop the GOAT. Oh, never mind. Just straight up bridge spam out of Adriel. Is bridge spam back? I know I've seen some bridge spam in the Evo era.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
But is bridge spam actually back? Magic Archer not going to get any here, and not going to get the King Tower activation against it either. That Evo Zap is actually nuts. That Evo Zap is actually nuts. Glizzy's saying, yeah, because Pekka got buffed. Is he actually playing Pekka here? This is Adriel versus Ta. I know Pekka got a buff. Increased the range. Oh, interesting. Long arm Pekka back. Okay. And there's the Pekka. That's a great connection, but Magic Archer getting a huge lineup. defensive ram. Huge part of being a good bridge spam player. Nice work there to get the bomber off and not take that extra damage. He could not afford to give that away. Big part of bridge spam play is effective defensive battle rams. But it is hard. You have to make sure you're not doing that play that we saw Adriel do on the left-hand side when Magic Archer's in cycle. Magic Archer out of cycle right now on the board. So Adriel can rest a little bit easier defensively. Going to sit on that Ghost, of course. No, decides to get the Ghost out and involved at the bridge play. Magic Archer back on the right-hand side. And now dual lane pressure for Ta. And Adriel is going to have to eat the Skelly Dragon damage in the left-hand lane and save up some elixir. I don't think that Ta tries to go for a lineup on the left-hand side, and he does not. Just happy to play some defense, get the extra chip damage on the right-hand lane instead. But now here we go. Oh, is there any way past this Evo Skellies, though? And even that, look at that. The Guardian cannot clear them off. Zap has to come back around once more. Plenty of elixir right now for Ta. He's actually leaking. He's got so much. About 3 elixir leaked on both sides. And now bridge pressure coming in from Ta here. Magic Archer, no, goes Evo Bomber instead and does get the lineup for the extra damage. Ghost for Ghost, ships passing in the night. Skeletons go make the Ghost get visible on the right-hand lane. Left-hand lane, the spam is in, but they cannot. Oh, wow. Can this break away? No, too much damage. Ghost will go in on the right-hand side, and that's a fairly easy win for Ta here in game number 1. Yeah, I don't really know what's up with P.E.K.K.A. here. I don't know if that P.E.K.K.A. buff is actually going to make P.E.K.K.A. meta. Is it really? Especially in game 1, right? Like, playing P.E.K.K.A. in game 1, P.E.K.K.A. seems like a game 3 play to me, right? When you have the information, you know you can take a big risk on it. Definitely not. It doesn't feel like a game 1 play with the meta still not being P.E.K.K.A. friendly, even with a P.E.K.K.A. buff. Hey, Rich, what's your favorite champion? Which one do I use the most? Little Prince. What's my favorite? Golden Knight, even though he's silly. Sam versus Mo off stream? No, it should be the next matchup. As you can see, they haven't played yet. P.E.K.K.A. needs one of the main cards in the deck to even become viable. I don't know. Maybe. I just think that P.E.K.K.A., even with a buff, the meta, like the actual cards in the game, there are so many cards that make P.E.K.K.A. kind of obsolete that P.E.K.K.A.'s not gonna be strong. What the heck? That shouldn't have happened. Let me go ahead and let me make a change here. I'm going to change this to insert manually. There you go. I turned off random ads so that they won't interrupt gameplay again. I saw someone say they got a random ad. That's unfortunate. Mo will play now. Well, after Faust Pandora, I believe. Nah, a bunch of other people in the chat say, no way Ian lost to Joy is so unserious. Yeah, dude, Joy's a gangster. Mr. C. Nick can ball. Yeah, this super chat is crazy. Hats off one more time to Devlop for coming through with the heat. P.E.K.K.A. buff is okay-ish. Yeah, it's just a really slow-moving, slow-hitting, single-target troop. What's that for in the modern game? Looks like some technical challenges in the production booth. Again, I am not in charge of the production. It's being sent to me. The sound of your voice is too low. Turn it up, please. All right, I'll bring it up a little bit. I'll bring up the gain a little bit more. Here we go. Now we are back to the gameplay. Mr. Rich is back. Yes, sir. Rich, in your opinion, which card would you consider the best but can be the worst at the same time based on the gameplay? I mean, there's no card that punishes you more for a mistake than Tornado. It's one of the best cards in the game, hands down. And if you are bad with it, then it's a huge waste of 3 elixir that gets you nothing. So, yeah, I think that's it. The bad connection is you, not them. No, I'm not even... You saw that it showed Elgato. I'm not even the one hosting the gameplay. The gameplay is being hosted. Everything you see on screen right now is from a production studio that is sent to me. So when the Elgato thing popped up, that was in the production studio. They're doing a hard job, and sometimes things go wrong. My connection is... I have gigabit Ethernet. You know what I mean? I'm on that fiber life. Hardwired, drinking from the fire hose. And this is nasty here. Watch that get pulled away. There you go. Mighty Miner is going to get some good damage here. Fascinating. You see Adriel pulling the Mighty Miner away from the RG, but a nice little lane switch with the ability gets the bomb damage plus the drill damage. Monk in front. Mighty Miner will get pulled again. No protection with those goblins. And now back to an Evo RG. This is a lot, and only 2 elixir here. Just able to get back to the bomb tower. Bats are nice. Does get 1 shot on the tower, though. And suddenly, Adriel's back in the lead. Evo wall breakers. Will they connect? And a huge connection. Swings upon swings. Just a big stack at the bridge. This time, Mighty Miner can't get pulled. Evo Bomber not quite getting the damage that he wanted. Wall breakers will get a double connection. Fishboy needs to pull that Mighty Miner off the building. 534 to now Fireball in 641. Evo wall breakers right-hand side, but they will get shut down. Poison Cycle right now for Ta. And it looks like Ta's going to get the win here over Adriel as the Miner comes in. Fireball opposite direction. Evo Zap going to get a lot of damage here. And Ta pumped up. 2-0 against Adriel. Dude feeling himself. Bye-bye, Ethan. Thanks for coming. The best thing about Clash Royale is that there's nothing else like it. Absolutely. There is nothing else like it in the world. Which country or place are you from, bro? Can you not tell from my accent where I'm from? Is it not relatively clear? Rich is also the most. Thank you so much, Devlop. And seriously, that super chat's crazy. That super chat is crazy. Here we go. Let's look at the bracket. Rip Goblin Giant. Goblin Giant got what it deserved. All right. Looks like Faust Pandora took place off stream, folks. Faust Pandora, our off stream match for this second chunk. Faust with the win there. So, coming up next, the match everyone wants to see. Rich is from Jamaica. Yeah, there you go. Samuel Botto, Mohamed Light coming up next. Let's go. In America or Canada, or which place? NYC or San Francisco? Texas, brother. From California, live in Texas. There you go. Mover Sam, let's go! 1.3K watch, hit that like button. Thank you very much. And also, for you 1.3K watching, some ways to support the stream, the channel that are totally free. One, you can hit the like, you can subscribe to the channel, you can join the chat, whatever. If you want to support me and you think you are either into already or think you might be into disc golf, check out the new disc golf channel that I am building with a friend of mine. That's fantasy disc golf around the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And there's going to be a free fantasy league where you can play in coming up very soon. We're building it right now. We've launched the channel. We're getting ready to launch the play along fantasy for viewers very soon as well. And you know what? Just today we've jumped from like 30-something subscribers on the channel to 102 on that new channel. So that's super cool. Thank you very much, everybody. Or no, 53. 53 is what I meant to say. 102 views in the new video, though. Nice. If you are watching the new video, if you can watch the whole thing or let it play in the background. I see my average view duration. The views have gone up. The average views have gone way down. I think people are just clicking it really quick. The longer you watch, the better it is for getting out there to other people. Let's see. From the USA, born in Cuba. Who's born in Cuba? Not me. Rich, help me. I'm stuck at Grand Champion. Okay, here's my advice. Win more games. Here we go. Speaking of winning more games, two guys who've won a lot of games. Mohamed Light, Samuel Botto. Let's go. So looking like a little RG here from Samuel. Hog, I think, from Mo. Nope, minor. Mo running the Viper deck. Well, all right. Is Mo running Evo Tesla here? Notice the golden chair has returned, and you see the Clash Royale wrapping paper decorating the background as well. Little protection miner. Someone said that's not the Viper deck. I don't know the Viper deck. There's a new deck. There's Vipers.
What up? Future King over here.
Evo Valk in front of the Little Prince here. And Miner not, and that's an interesting play there by Mo. Miner going to the tower, not to the Firecracker. Fishboy tries to protect, and Mo gets chip damage instead. Evo RG to the left lane, regular RG to the right-hand lane for Samuel, who will get one shot from the Evo on that left-hand side. And might get one on the right, and he does. Dual lane damage for both players as we go into sudden death overtime. No one's created a significant lead, but it is Samuel Botto out ahead, 24-25 on the right-hand lane. No, I know who Viper is, but I don't know what the current format of Hog XE is right now. I don't know how his deck may have evolved with the evolutions. The ranks on the left-hand side are what their points are in Path of Legends, their highest points in ranked play. Little Prince getting chunked up very quickly. Arrows clear. Evo RG to hold. 23-14 to 21-81 as Mo continues to go both lanes here. Mohamed Light starting to pull away in the final 30. Cannot give up a big moment here, though. Has to get this one taken care of, and he does. Lead extended pretty nicely, but this Evo RG on the left-hand side is serious. Only 6 elixir to deal with it. Evo Tesla will get the 1 stun, which is massive. The RG pulled by the Valk, and that should be enough. Game 1 going to Mohamed Light. GG, well played. All right. How do ranked numbers work? Well, you get points by moving up and down, kind of like ladder. Let's see. What does ranked mean? I said all that before. Path of Legends. Is Jules working with Mo now? I believe so. I haven't checked in a while. Looking at more of the chat here. Yo, Rich. Oh, let's see. Where are you? Yo, Rich, how are you? I'm doing well. A little stuffed up. A little congested. Krish asking, how does Clash Royale coaching work? I've heard pros have coaches. Who are the people who coach literal pros? Well, who are people who coach professional tennis players or professional golfers or professional footballers? Coaches aren't necessarily, they're there for different reasons. A lot of it being tactics. In Clash Royale specifically, coaches do a lot of the opposition research, deep diving into the opponent's deck pool, and then creating deck picking plans for how they're going to work against the other team, against the other player. That's the primary use of coaches in the modern era. Also, maybe arranging practices, things like that, but a lot of it is game planning stuff. Let's see. Interesting seeing Mo use Evo Valk. I don't know why that's interesting specifically. Space Monkey said, let's go, what did he say here? Hey, Space Monkey, Rich, I guess I missed it. How do I find your disc golf? I did a search for Rich Slaton Disc Golf, couldn't find you. Oh, I need to go ahead and fix that. At Space Monkey, there's 2 of you here, weirdly enough. But there you go. There's the channel right there, Space Monkey. Check it out. Hope you enjoy it. Is this the last match today? I don't think so, because we've only been live for about 90 minutes. I think we're doing some of the lower bracket as well. Here we go. DC the Boss saying, Rich, curious of your thoughts on 8 finals CRL this year. I've already said it. I said it before earlier in this channel. I'll say it again, though. I understand the need to... My guess is that the reason we're going to 8 is to reduce the number of days of production. I'm assuming it's going to be 2 days for World Finals. Maybe it's going down to just 1. I'm not sure what the plan is. It's 8-player double elim. Yeah, so it could be just 1 production day. Might be 2. Like I said, I don't know. I would have liked to see it go down. If it was to go down, I think going down to 12 would have been like a good adjustment. If they were trying to reduce it from 3 days down to 2. And 12, you could have done a top 4, would have had a first round bye. I think 8 is a really small player pool for World Finals. I think that it's really... it takes a lot of storylines away. It makes it hard. It makes it really insanely hard to compete. I think it dramatically lowers the incentive for lots of players to make an attempt at making Worlds and playing in CRL this season. So I think it's unfortunate, but austerity measures as they are. Let's see. Sorry for the uhs and the ums. I'm just a little bit, like I said, a little stuffed up today. Who is coaching Morten? I'm not sure who's doing Morten today. How much do the coaches get if the person wins? If the coach wins? That depends on the coach and their agreement. Does Momo have a coach? As far as I'm aware, he does. Jeff Wenson. I looked at a seeding tournament for the buys event where 12 players. Those were hype. But also if you're doing a system based on points, then it would give more incentive for those top 4 spots. But with golden tickets, a seeding tournament for those buys would be cool too. So, yeah, I feel you. It feels like pigs should be getting more damage here. And here they go, finally getting a decent amount of chip. But you see that the only real way to defend it is to put troops in line, which then makes the Evo Bomber able to get it. 898 to 1209. Drill in. See where the Tesla's being played there to keep the Evo Bomber offline and also to activate King Tower. 90 seconds left. And this is going to be a little more piggy damage here. Evo skip the man. Look at Mo drop everything to try to stop that pig's damage. Drill in, Golden Knight in. Samwell not able to stop at all. Lead goes back to Mohamed Light. Earthquake in, but that should be it. Nice little 2-0 here for the Pharaoh. GG, well played, Mohamed Light. Starting off the preseason bracket phases in the way you'd expect. Where is it, 15,000 USD or euros? I actually don't know. That's a good question. What are my thoughts on Evo's app? Looks cool. And there you have it, our winner's bracket. Clown versus Vitor, Morten versus Droy, also known as Mr. Cena, Pedro and Faust, Mohamed Light and Ta. That's just the winner side of things. Of course, we do still have our lower bracket. And we are going to do our first 4, we're going to do a few lower bracket matches today. Lord Seb and Coco will be off stream. Our next matchup should be Ian and Wallace, then Adnan and Pandora. And then one more of our lower bracket matches. Which I believe is going to be Samwell versus Adriel. There you go. And people don't know, so you haven't been watching. Oh, there's been some beef discussed. What's your PB in ranked? I don't even know. I push Ultimate Champion, then I usually stop. I don't really try to push that high in ranked these days. Yo, Rich, who is the name who will surprise you in the tournament? Like in this tournament? I mean, pretty much everyone here is really solid. It would be if Mr. Cena, aka Droy, went really far. That would be, I think, the biggest breakout. Here we go. Lower bracket coming up. Lord Seb versus Coco will be off stream. Then Ian Wallace, Adnan Pandora, and Samuel Botto versus Adriel. Mike was muted. Haha. Yep. Mike was muted. There you go. I'm back, though. I am back. Quarterfinals today or tomorrow? Quarterfinals, I believe, are tomorrow. I think we only have 3 more matches left today. I could be wrong. Let me double check this. I'm going to go ahead and ask the admins. That mic was muted. Let's see. Yeah, I'm unmuted now, folks. Your voice is too loud. Please fix it. I don't know, bro. So what's the purpose? Well, Adam, I guess the question is, what's the purpose of any tournament, right? We have CRL, which is our primary league, but much like lots of esports, we have other events throughout the year. We have community events, we have other promotions, things like that. And it's more Clash Royale esports. Just like you might have major tournaments and smaller tournaments and other sports and events. So there you go. It's just more fun Clash Royale esports. Here we go. Ian versus Wallace. Loser leaves town. What's the purpose of life? Rawi, wiser men than you and I have thought about it. And what they usually answer is pizza. It's a weird answer. I know. Ahmad saying, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? I'm outside, dude. Can't you tell? Those of you who don't know this, Ian is actually very tall. Shockingly tall when you meet him. I was not anticipating that he would be this tall as he is. I want to say that he's 6'3"-ish. Not as tall as Morten. Who should have gone into a career in basketball, volleyball, tennis, a career in getting things off of high shelves, whatever it is. Morten's insanely tall, but Ian is very tall. GYN, Dark Prince trying to clean things up with the Little Prince and the rarely seen perfect defense. He was limping all over Helsinki because he just ran a marathon. Yeah, which is crazy. Giants both lanes. And the GY goes into the left-hand lane with the Little Prince and the Evo Zap here. Little Prince doesn't go down. There's so much effort to get so little, but here we go. Wallace right back to it. Just a troop push. Not going to worry about that LP on the right-hand side. Graveyard does come down. Poison high defensively, which means Skellies can build up a bit. Wallace starting to get some real damage here, 2340 to 2069. Wallace has battled back. And look at this. Wallace going to ignore the minor damage, just tank all of it, and instead get on tower with the Little Prince. Minions behind. Graveyard gets some. Guardian is going to force out a response. Minor gets there. Does get the pickup. Evo Wallbreakers have to play defense, though. And suddenly, just like that, Wallace takes the lead with 43 seconds left. Wallace trying to just keep that poison off his tower the best he can. Minor in. Minor caught. Wall breakers stopped with the arrows. 12 now down to 951, 1481. Oh, but the big Evo wall breaker connect. Minor in. No pickup here. Wallace trying to win the foot race rather than play defense. Will he get it done? Skellies do get a little bit of stabbing there. 678. Arrows down. 701. Giant can't do it. That's going to be it. No. Will it be enough? It will be enough. The zap comes in. Goes brrr. Zap go brrr. And Wallace takes game number one. What a finish. What a finish. Let's go ahead and cue up a little replay action here on that one, as that was actually a replay-worthy finish here. Let's go ahead and look at this one more time, folks. So final 20 seconds, you see Wallace ahead for the moment. Minor comes in, and he's just trying to tank it out. And that zap gets him back around. I believe this is an Evo zap here at the end. Arrows come in. 701. No, the Giant gets a hit. Never mind. A nice zap to give the Giant hit. There you go. That replay indicator is in a really funky spot. Let me move that real quick. I just realized that replay icon is in the weirdest spot ever. Let's put it over here. That's much better. All right. Oh, turned it off. Let's look at that one more time. .678, 871. And you're going to see this great little zap here to give the one shot from the Giant. NATO a little late, didn't get it done. Rich, how tall are you? I was 6 feet tall, and then I've had some compression in my spine after a couple of back injuries, and now I'm about 5'11". Take care of your backs, folks. Stretch, and be careful when lifting heavy stuff. So interesting just to see how much drill has affected the meta. Dark Prince in the first deck here for Ian. I'm assuming Ghost is in this deck. Although maybe Monk is in lieu of Ghost. Which is maybe a little bit surprising. Do I think Sparky and Evo? No. A little surprised here. No splash. Maybe the bar. Maybe the bar barrel is going to be his primary. Right, pick up with the fish boy or Monk, and then bar barrel to clean up against the drill. So yep, that's the plan. You see it right there. Game plan executed. Rich, will there ever be 8 Evos on a deck? I hope not. Maybe in a special mode, but not in actual Clash Royale. And Evo RG does get one, not a second one for Ian. Here we are, sudden death overtime. Maybe NATO's this back here. Wallace is going to, I think he's going to just DPS us down, keep the drill for offense. Giving up one, though. This Ghost going to escape. The Monk high, really critical. Magic Archer stays alive. Reflection does finally get the Magic Archer off the board. But slight elixir advantage, and the Skellies get away. Oh, my word. The Skellies get away. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. Evo Skellies are wild. Evo Skellies are wild. Let's look at it. Here we go. It looked like it was going to be going to a game 3 here when Wallace gave up this shot on the right-hand side. Defense hanging on here. Evo Bomber comes in, and it looked like this Monk would do enough with the reflection. But the Firecracker doesn't get the Evo Skellies, and the Ghost keeps tanking, and they get on tower. And that feels like a sci-fi movie. Right? When there's weird space spiders that eat your building, or whatever, they eat your ship, and they self-replicate. That's what that felt like. Ian 77 knocked out. Second loss, you gone, you done. Wallace moves on. Lord Seb and Coco taking place off stream. Up next, I believe, will be Adnan and Pandora, and we'll finish the day with Samuel Botto and Adriel. That's the game plan, folks. That's what's happening today. GG, well played. GG, well played. And let me go ahead and just do this one more time. I'm going to plug this a bunch all weekend, folks. Hopefully you enjoy it. You know, I'm even going to pin it. How about that? There we go. What is Riley teaching Ian? Very funny. Ah, this is only warm-up? I mean, it's not CRL yet. It's CRL's coming up soon. Horrible matchup for Drill. Wallace played fantastic. Yep. Let's see. Is the stream sound a bit low? Just me? I mean, turn your volume up, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, I am really stuffed up. Need to take some more decongestant. Is this a VOD? No. We are live. Live right now. This is not official. This is not CRL yet. It says warm-up. It says warm-up right there. This is a preseason tournament. A preseason tournament in the CRL format. There you go. Show winners bracket. We're in the lower bracket now. They'll show it later. Also, I don't control what's on in the right here. They're showing lower bracket right now. So is Ian kicked out? I mean, he's eliminated. They didn't kick him out. So there you go. Wallace redeemed himself. Yes, he did. Very well played by Wallace. When is CRL? Starts in April. I still don't know why the sunglasses... I'm not inside, Ahmad! Ahmad, I'm outside. Can't you see? There's a waterfall over here. There's the sky. Clearly, I'm outside. These people. NATO? Nope, Fish Boy. Bold and bashful. Both of those things. Ghost will get picked up by the skeletons. Top, I believe, is that Coco up there? I thought we were skipping one of the matches. No, Coco played Lord Seb. Oh, it's Pandora. That's Pandora. Just couldn't see his face. RG in the back the second we start in double.
Doing it for the fam.
With this kind of lead, I expect to see Adnan play some drill defensively, but maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just eat a bunch of Royal Giant shots. I can't believe that Goblin got on tower. I cannot believe that Goblin got on tower. That's hilarious. Magic Archer not getting the lineup here. No NATO to line it up and finish off the job. Adnan playing a little more carefully. And that's a GG well played. Game 1 to Adnan is a little let's go for the camera. So Coco does get the win over Lord Seb. Adnan and Pandora. Then Samuel versus Adriel. All that happening. All that happening right here. And of course, we're back tomorrow and Sunday for the rest of this tournament. So if you didn't get enough Clash Royale esports today, if you don't get enough stuff today, don't worry, there's more. There is more. Happening all weekend. But we're not done yet. We still have this match and then one more match to go. Here we go. Adnan flexing a little bit, having some fun. Having a little fun. Being a little silly fella over there. Little snowball. Arrows snowball. We're looking at some loon out of Pandora here. Or graveyard. Bats feel loony. And like I said, folks, I'm going to be playing some catch-up on the meta during this warm-up event. And wall breakers do get the one connection with the evolution. Finley asking, did they play upper round 2 today? No, we're only playing. We are just finishing the first round of the lower bracket, and then we're back tomorrow. It's a 3-day event. That's 100% graveyard, says Aries. Yeah. Once the bowler comes out. Evo Zap is hilarious. I'm gonna have to go get it. That looks fun. That looks fun. I gotta admit. Quintuple H says, why Ian plays well in ladder and gets clapped in any kind of competitive game. He actually had a decent competitive season last year. He's not S tier in competitive. But he had an okay season last year. But in ladder, you can play the same deck over and over and over again and get in rhythm and just grind it out, whereas the stress of each individual game is much higher, I think, in competitive. And you have to have a wider variety of deck pool, which I think he's been working on. There are some players who are much better in competitive than on ladder. Different mindsets. Slightly different skill sets. And then some players, of course, like Mohamed Light, who are goated in both. Bats are a bit more chippy chip. The wall breakers almost get there, not quite. I think he's gonna. Does he just? Oh, he does arrows. Does okay. And bowler gets one. Graveyard in. And this is just feeling like the end right now. Snowball, zap, kaboom. Tied up, 1-1. Bob of Borg, which is an all-time goated name. I think Evo Wallbreakers should have their speed reduced. I mean, they're trying to balance on the barrels. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's well thought, I will say. Let's see. Adnan's a little bit too early, maybe. And let's take a look at what else in the chat here. I think I'm all up. It's mostly just people arguing about Ian. You know what? Never change, Clash Royale chat. Never change. Just keep being you. You know what I mean? Stay you. Stay you, Clash Royale chat. If you want to chat about something that's not Clash Royale, folks, well, guess what? richslaton has a new channel here about his super passion, disc golf. Oh, look at the green screen, taking that out. If you want to support me, check out my brand new channel about the Disc Golf Pro Tour, my passion project. Check it out. And if you really want to support me, just press play on the videos. Let them play. Let them play the whole way through. You know what I mean? Let the average watch time grow. You just play it in the background while you're working. If you want more of my voice, or maybe you'll get it. Maybe you love it already, or maybe you'll get into disc golf because of the channel. Either way, free way to support me as I explore a new thing outside of gaming. As I do a thing that involves touching grass. Guys, help me touch more grass. You know what I mean? Help me touch grass. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. My top 3 players. Calvin Heimberg, Anthony Barella, and Simon Lizotte. There you go. My top 3. Anthony Barella, of course, just won the Chess.com Invitational. Calvin Heimberg injured right now. He's out for a little while, but it's okay. He'll be back. And Simon Lizotte, just goated all the way goated. You know what I mean? Why are players not using Mega Knight in league level? Because Mega Knight's mostly not that great. It comes and goes. Sometimes it's okay, but not super awesome. Let's see what else. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe take your sunglasses off. I'm not inside. Look. Look. There's clouds. I'm outside. Love from Nepal. Thank you very much. Waiting for the next game. Not sure. Didn't Simon miss the cut? Yeah, he missed the cut in Waco, which is crazy. But that course is also nutty. You know what I mean? I just played the Beast. I mean, they also played on a golf course, which I definitely hate. But the Beast is kind of a wacky course. It does some weird things. Golem? When did Frisbee change into disc golf? Well, because there's two... Frisbee is a brand, first of all. And Ultimate Frisbee is a sport, but disc golf has always been disc golf. It's a different game entirely. Golem is fascinating here. And that's a lot of damage. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Adnan. Adnan, watch out. There's more. There's skeletons coming, Adnan. Look out. And he just laughed. He's like, what can I even do? What do I do? The rare single elixir golem. Spotted in the wild. Right out there. You might see the big pile of rocks coming down the left-hand side. Doing what it does best in its natural environment. Frustrating players from around the world. Now, you might expect that a golem would only be played in triple elixir or in double at the earliest, but out here in modern Clash Royale, the mighty golem comes out early. Here's some piggies. Oh, boy. We're here ready for a true slobber knocker. Bridge golem right into a Tesla. That was some Australian. Haven't done it in a long time. It's a lot of practice. Can Pandora get there? Can Pandora get there? 13 seconds. NATO and then lightning. Right? Got a lightning here. He's got a lightning here. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He had no lightning. What in the world? What in the world? You see Adnan just laughing. He's like, yo. Yo, what? Yo, what? Frisbee is a brand owned by the Whammo Corporation. So actually, that's why it was called the American Ultimate Disc League for the AUDL, now called the Ultimate Frisbee Association, because they struck a deal with the brand owner of Frisbee. Kind of like it's not called, it's not like Kleenex is a brand as opposed to like it's called like facial tissue if you buy non-Kleenex. Wow. Adnan, what a win. What a wild win there. What a wild, crazy win there for Adnan. All Clash Royale streamers find a way for us to watch in portrait mode. I've done it before. It doesn't. Honestly, like, when I've done it, it hasn't been that popular. I've done it where I've streamed both, which kind of just cannibalizes the stream. I've done just portrait mode. People get annoyed by it. So, you know, is what it is. Let's see. What else? Trying to catch up with the chat. All right. Do I think to make Evo arrows? I answered that question already. Interesting. From you point of which is the useful card. Don't know what that means. Yeah, Adnan able to hold on, though. Let's take a look at the bracket. Adnan stays alive. Pandora out. Goodbye, Pandora. It was fun. We'll see you in the regular season. But for now, your preseason is finished. It happens. How can I connect my Clash Royale account as live feed? I don't think you can. Here we go. Let's jump into our final match of the day. Elimination match, Adriel and Samuel Botto.
What up? Future king over here.
Little GY for Adriel maybe here. Samuel looking drillish. And the drill comes out. Good early drill damage. I'm about to start playing drill again. Drill looks fun. Oh, half step late with that Golden Knight is Sammy. And he pays for it, down to 1857. The year the light bulb was invented. 1857. How do we get a badge to watch the stream? Make one yourself and put it on your backpack. Oh, arrows do a good little cleanup job. No support for this giant. Drill will come out defensively. And still, the Giants continue to plague Samuel. Juniper King is a really great name.
Doing it for the fam.
I also want to know what happened to Juniper King. No way to win for Botto, says Z. Yeah, I'm with you. Pretty hard for him to win. But remember, Drill Magic Archer is a phenomenal comeback deck. And you see the damage he's already getting here. If he can just force defensive response. So the problem for Samuel so far is he's been playing on defense the entire time. This is what he needs. Force Adriel to play some defense. Free up some Magic Archer opportunities. And not able to get Magic Archer lineups here. He needs those, though. But now this is going to be offense for Adriel once more with both a Giant and a Bowler. And no way to stop it. No way to stop it. GG game one goes to Adriel. Someone pointing out that it was Jupiter King. That's why I was laughing at Juniper King, which is two very different things. Are you a king of a planet or king of a tree? Which one? Why does it say final stop? Because this is the finals of this event. This is the finals weekend of this multi-week event. that went through a lot of phases. In February, we had qualifiers, open qualifiers. Anyone could qualify for it. Then the group phase earlier this month, the last 2 weekends. And then here we are in the grand finals, in the finals this weekend. And of course, prize pool here for this one, $15,000. With $7,500 going to first place, top 8 making $500. Coco, Wallace, Adnan all one step closer. They are currently in the top 12. They need to win that next lower bracket round to stay in the top 8 and get that hopeful payout. The question, of course, is can they make it happen? Where is Mugi? My guess is Japan. If I were to guess, that's where he is. Samuel looks tilted, maybe a little bit. Is it over? Nope, one more game. Or 2 more games, maybe. Depends on who wins this next game. But we are in the last match of the day, folks. Who is your favorite player? Simon Lizotte, probably. But my son's is Calvin Heimberg. That's a generous prize. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for playing a phone game, huh? Didn't Juniper King play for time? No, Jupiter King did. How do I watch the stream for the group phase available somewhere? Twitch. Yes, you can go to Glizzy. Glizzy's channel on Twitch. She was the streamer. If you, I think that's the only play. I don't know if anyone put it on YouTube, but there you go. Why isn't Mugi in? Mugi chose not to play, as he often does. All right, so here we go. Wall Breezies for Adriel. And Hog for Sam. I don't know about the Hog choice. Maybe a feeling he would be against a building, wants to get EQ value. Building out of cycle. Hog gets a ton of shots here. Adriel has no elixir. Wall breakers do connect. Solitaire, Rich, why is there no dual mode that's much faster? Because of competitive integrity, right? The in-game dual mode might be faster, but it's far less competitive because you have to pre-submit all of your decks. You pre-build them, which means that if something happens in Game 1, you're just stuck with whatever other decks you have for Games 2 and 3 without any flexibility. Whereas in this format, much like we do at World Finals, players can adapt from game to game, which is far better from a competitive standpoint. Slower, but better. Prime Surgical Goblin or Molite? Molite. Prime Surgical Goblin is great, but I don't think there's any comparison to what Mo did from 2021 through 2023 thus far. Oh, a Mighty Miner gets on tower here. Wall breakers in, and suddenly, in an insane turn, Adriel gets back in this one. It looked like Sam had this game maybe all sewn up. He might still get a hog shot here. He does. But what had looked like it was game over suddenly is competitive. Now, with that shot plus the firecracker, it might be all over again. Poison in. Miner going to go to the side here, try to pick up what it can. EQ in. I don't think Adriel can cycle fast enough to make this work. Although, it's Earthquake, not log. There's no log here for Samwell. Keep that in mind. Can this Miner do enough? 43 HP to 50 HP. EQ, can it do it? No, the Wall Breakers get there in time! The Wall Breakers get there in time. This game is nutty. This game is nutty. How in the world? How in the world? Well, we'll find out how, because I have replays. I have replays, folks. We're going to look at them. And what a win there. Let's go ahead and look at our first of our 2 replays, folks. The first one here is where Adriel gets back in the game after it looked like it was all over. Let's just do that one up for you. So this is a massive lead here for Samwell. You see this wall breaker push opposite side, gets completely eaten alive by the Ice Spirit plus the guards. Minute left. Adriel goes right-hand side here, but keep an eye on the Mighty Miner. The log plus Mighty Miner clears it. Mighty Miner gets on. Delivery has to come down early, and the wall breakers sneak on through. So that Mighty Miner play, it must have been the delivery was out of cycle. He needed to play it, or the guards were out of cycle. He needed to play to get to the guards. So he didn't have a good response to pick up that Mighty Miner. We're looking at one more time here as I queue up our other replay. And that was crazy. Here goes our other replay here. And this is going to be the finish. Let's look at the finish here. 212 to 794. You see it looks like this is going to be all done here. Miner comes in. Delivery clears the wall breakers. EQ gets it done. Let's pause right here. Elixir is pretty even. One extra elixir right now for Adriel. EQ puts that within the range of 50. Samwell needs to get back to Earthquake again because he's not playing log. He's playing delivery here. He's saving the log, I guess, for game 3 potentially. Poison comes in, ticks away. Samwell's just about there. Miner comes into the front. Log comes down. And now at 141, Delivery gets there. Delivery comes out to stop the Miner. And he just cannot. Does he? And there's the Earthquake right there. The Earthquake trying to tick. And that's so insane. I mean, that is as thin as it gets. That's as thin as it gets, folks. Samuel Botto out. Day 1. Adriel staying alive. Your bracket. Clown versus Vitor. Morten versus Droy, a.k.a. Mr. Cena. Pedro and Faust. Mohamed, Light, and Ta. That is the upper bracket for tomorrow. I think they already showed the lower bracket. Wow. Absolute wow. I'm waiting to see if they will show us the lower bracket one more time. So far, not seeing it. Maybe they'll... Will you show it? Will you show it, please? I don't think so. I don't think they're doing it. Well... I think that's going to be all for today, folks. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back streaming with y'all. Little break. Break time's over. It's time to get back to business. Folks, if you haven't yet today, go ahead and check out the new channel for disc golf. And let the video play a little bit so that the watch time stays up and stuff like that. Check it out. If you're into disc golf, it's going to be a great channel for you. It'll have free-to-play fantasy disc golf for y'all coming very soon. So if you do want a chance to win stuff like discs and things like that, you can jump in on it. But there's the channel right there. Go ahead and give a subscribe, give a like, watch the video. It means a lot to me. It's my new passion project. And, of course, we're back here tomorrow and Sunday with the remaining portions of this CRL warm-up tournament. It's good to be back, folks. It's good to be back. Can't wait to do this all year with you. As always, be excellent to each other, and party on, dude. Peace. Oh, come on. Rich, you had it. Rich, you had it. All right, bye, everybody. Wait, why is it not working? Out of practice, folks. See you later.